the global economy is facing turbulent times once again. This week, the Bank of England issued a stark warning. The very foundation of international trade, built after World War II, is at risk of breaking down. At the center of the crisis are tariffs and protectionist policies that began during the Trump era, and their ripple effects are still being felt today. The warning from London. Andrew Bailey, the governor of the Bank of England, delivered a blunt assessment. He argued that the global trading system, designed to foster cooperation and growth, is now deeply fractured. Instead of open markets, rising tariffs and barriers have created uncertainty, fueling inflation and slowing international investment. The Trump-era legacy. At the heart of this disruption are the trade wars launched by the Trump administration. Tariffs on steel, aluminum, and Chinese goods set off a chain reaction, sparking retaliatory measures from other nations. While intended to protect domestic industries, the long-term impact has been a weakening of the very system that enabled decades of global economic expansion. A fragile post-war framework. Since the 1940s, institutions like the World Trade Organization and agreements like GATT built a framework where nations could trade under rules rather than chaos. That system lifted millions out of poverty and fueled globalization. But the BOE warns it is now crumbling, replaced by fragmented blocs, regional disputes, and short-term nationalism. The global ripple effect. The consequences are already visible. Supply chains remain fragile after the pandemic. Energy markets are unstable. Growth in major economies, from Europe to Asia, has slowed. Developing countries, which depend heavily on exports, are facing the steepest challenges, threatening to widen global inequality. Can the system be saved? The central question now is whether cooperation can be restored. Experts argue that without renewed international agreements, trust and reform, the risk of economic fragmentation will deepen. The Bank of England's alarm is not just about trade. It's about the future of globalization itself. Conclusion. The message is clear. The post-war economic order that shaped the modern world is under threat, whether world leaders choose to rebuild cooperation or allow the system to collapse will define the next chapter of global growth.